9 years after it went public, Twitter is all set to be a privately owned company again. It will be part of the very prolific Elon Musk universe along with Tesla and SpaceX. So what is the mega deal all about? Let's take a look.
For a man valued at around $260 billion or 20 lakh crore rupees, $44 billion is not exactly pocket change. But that was Elon Musk's attitude all along. He did not want Twitter for its economic prowess. He wanted it for its role as a town square where all sort of views could be expressed. And that, according to him, was not happening. Musk started accumulating Twitter stock late January when the share price was around $37. By the time he disclosed his stake to the US capital markets regular in early April, he was the largest stakeholder in Twitter with a 9.2% share. 10 days later, Musk announced a hostile $43.4 billion takeover bid for Twitter. Now, after threatening a dose of poison pills and other ways to thwart the billionaire from swallowing it, the Twitter board capitulated on Monday, agreeing to Musk's offer of $54.2 a share, valuing the company at around $44 billion. The deal is being financed by a mix of loan and Musk's own money. Twitter share, which was languishing at $37 in January, shot up from $39 to $50 overnight when Musk disclosed his 9% stake earlier this month. Since then, the stock has inched up towards the offer price, closing at nearly $52 on Monday, still much below the $70 levels it was trading at last summer.
The question is can you really juggle three businesses, right? You got SpaceX, you have Tesla, now maybe you have Twitter. And if he's great at delegation, much like Warren Buffett is with many of the businesses that he owns, then maybe it can be a success. I think his vision of where he thinks Twitter can go, I think it really can have a profound effect on the business alone. So I'm actually pretty bullish on the idea of Elon Musk stepping in.
The deal for the social media giant is expected to be closed later this year. A share buyback is expected in the next few months, where institutional as well as retail investors can return their shares. And with no other obvious co-buyers on the horizon, the company is expected to be fully owned by Elon Musk by the time 2022 ends. Bureau Report, India Today.
Elon Musk is the new social media king, having taken over Twitter after 3 weeks of intense drama. But what does he intend to do, and what of Parag Agrawal, the current CEO of the company? Let's take a closer look.
A 16-year-old social media platform with more than 200 million active users. Among them, most of the top celebrities and world leaders. With a whopping 500 million tweets every day, the control of this influential behemoth now shifts to the world's richest man, Elon Musk. It's been just 4 months since Musk started stocking up on Twitter shares. On the 4th of April, he announced he owned more than 9% of the company. 3 weeks later, he owns the company. The way Musk has blitzed into the Twitter boardroom has even the White House concerned.
What I can tell you as a general matter, no matter who owns or runs Twitter, the president has long been concerned about the power of large social media platforms, the power they have over our everyday lives, has long argued that tech platforms must be held accountable for the harms they cause.
The concern is not difficult to understand. Musk calls himself a free speech absolutist and has frequently criticized Twitter's moderation. Political activists expect that a Musk regime will mean less moderation and reinstatement of banned individuals, including former President Donald Trump. While conservatives have cheered the prospect of fewer controls, some human rights activists voiced fears of a rise in hate speech. A statement released by the eccentric billionaire listed his other priorities. He wants Twitter's algorithm for prioritizing tweets to be public and objects to giving too much power to the advertisers. Musk also declared a war on bots, which he said were responsible for spam and scams. Other changes expected include an edit button, though it's not clear yet how it will work. Meanwhile, the future of the current Twitter CEO, Parag Agrawal, is still uncertain. He, however, did receive a vote of confidence from his previous boss and Twitter co-founder Jack Dorsey, who credited Agrawal and Musk for getting Twitter out from an impossible situation. What also works in favor of the Indian origin CEO is the fact that Musk has no prior experience with managing a social media platform. He may boast of an 85 million strong following on Twitter, but he's more comfortable coding and, as the world has seen the past month, engineering mega billion-dollar takeovers. Bureau Report, India Today.